Hello, it's David Smouha, and I'm going to do a quick tutorial on making faces in clouds or applying layers with an image that can merge with the image behind. And I have this cloud scene here. It's not that good quality, but I'm just pulling this together quickly, so that's what I found. And I thought a turtle could be overlaid over that. So I got this picture of a turtle, which was originally in colour, and it was also had background of some divers around it. It's at Cook Island, just off Tweed Heads. And what I did was I came in here and I went File, Place. I place the file of the turtle in colour, and I put it where I thought it might look more convincing rather than being in the sea there. Put it in the clouds. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to click up here where the tick is, or I can use the enter button or the return button, and I have placed the turtle. It is now a flying turtle. And what we need to do is we need to try and make this look like it could be something that we see in the clouds. So we might want to discard some of the colour information. The way to discard colour information is, well, first of all, we will have to duplicate the layer of the turtle. So you can come here into your layers palette, drop down, and it says duplicate layer. So duplicate layer, we'll call it turtle copy. That's right. Now to make it editable, come down here to your layers palette. See where I am down here, layers palette. If we highlight both turtles, the turtle and the turtle copy, and we go the layers that are highlighted, we go layers, merge those two layers, the layers that are highlighted. We can go, so we've now made them into one layer, those two. We come up here into image adjustments, and we can go into hue and saturation because we want to play with the saturation a bit here. So the saturation of the colour, we can desaturate the colour and make it black and white. We can also make it lighter or darker. So lighter would tend to give it more sort of tonal quality that we have in the clouds, and desaturate the colours out of it a little bit. I don't think playing around with the hues, playing around with the hue, taking the green out of it and getting it up into the blues seems to help it sit there in the clouds. Press OK to that. Now what we're going to do is going to use blending layers, blending modes, and you can go darker colour, and there we have it, a little bit less than convincing, I'd say, by using that. Lighter colour would be an obvious way to go as well, but you see it's still standing out at the back of it where I left some of the colour in the saturation. Let's try soft light. You can see it all. Overlay. See it all again. Hard light. Well, let's leave it on hard light because I think that's fairly convincing, but let's just go in and play with the opacity. Okay, if we get it down to about 30% of its opacity, or 24%, we have a turtle which I would say is a little less than convincing in our clouds. And it might just be that the back, a fin or leg, or whatever you call it on a turtle, is just a little bit too dense to actually make it convincing. So we might want to come in with one of the tools, like the eraser tool, and we won't have it at 112 pixels. We'll get it down to something like 30, and we'll choose a fairly soft effect, brush effect. Then we can just come in here and we can just brush out some of the harder edges that may be making this look a little less than convincing. There we are. I'm going to leave it there. I think, you know, if you're doing a piece of artwork and you want to put a face, or maybe you want to put a mountain in the clouds, you can do that, and maybe we could pop the opacity down a little bit now that we've rubbed some of the other parts out. So I'm going to leave it there. It's a couple of minutes gone, and that is a very quick way of applying an image over another image in a fairly convincing or ghosting way. It's been David Smouha.